6 childhood killer diseases.
Tuberculosis.
Yes, we are still discussing them. We've done tuberculosis.
That's the first one.
Yes. Well, is it supposed to be in that order?
No, it's not.
It's not in an order, but how they taught us was in order.
Which order do you recall?
Tuberculosis,
And the rest?
diphtheria, poliomyelitis, whooping cough,
Are you sure that's the
tetanus,
order?
and measles.
Yeah.
That's how we were taught.
Okay, that's fine.
They'll tell you they are 1, tuberculosis, 2, diphtheria, 3, poliomyelitis, 4, whooping cough, 5, tetanus, and 6, measles.
What's a school?
International school.
What an education. I was both heartbroken and shocked.
At least I remember because of the song.
But
The person will not sing that.
The planets there was a song for the planets, right?
No.
Yes, there was.
There's a
I
thing.
forgot.
It's a
Yeah,
nanogram.
there was.
My very eyes may see on the
may just
Yes,
see
yeah.
under 9 planets.
Yeah.
Well, that's wrong now, but yeah.
It's wrong.
Planets are no
Yeah,
longer
because there are
nine.
more than 9 now.
More than 9. There's always been more than 9.
It's just that we didn't find it.
Doc, and since we are focusing on tetanus, it just traumatizes me anytime this conversation comes up. And like I said, because of how I had to go for a tetanus injection. But just before we jump into that convo, I want to spend a minute to ask doctors why they take patients through that trauma of showing you a needle, hitting the needle, squeezing a bit of the fluid out, and then pointing the pin at you.
No,
I don't know why they do that.
you feel we should do it in a room?
Do you know what the worst part is?
What?
They are chatting
Yes. Not pin
about
attention.
something
Yes.
else.
Yes.
While you are there fighting for your
Turn
life.
around. bring your arm.
You marry, you call you and run. The whole time, just like, you right to follow the needle.
No, seriously, in as much as we may joke about it, don't you think, Doc? Don't you think that pointing like you're about to it is
Shoot
heal,
somebody,
but hurts the person, and you are showing the person like maybe proud.
But would you have preferred that we do it in another room before we?
I think it would be better if you did it and then you walked in quietly, the thing behind your back, and you say turn around, and then you shoot the person with it. But I mean, to rip it apart and the person is watching, and
But you know, part of it is also medical ethics, right? I can't hide something and come and I need to explain to what I'm doing. You need to have the process with me. That way, when something happens, you're explaining, we are both on the same page. That's why we show it. We show you the medication. We show you everything. That's why you psych yourself. Because if I do it in another room and come and inject you and ask you, then at the wall, what will you say?
And I know I'm going to jump to the end of the conversation, but are there tablets to prevent tetanus?
No.
Oh.
Okay. We'll talk about the treatment when you have it.
You're looking for tablets now.
So it's either IV or IM, so intramuscular or intravenous.
Which one will be the IM?
IM is, it goes directly into your muscles, so you inject your butt or your shoulder where there's muscle tissue. But an IV will be to go through your veins.
I like the expression they go through. So you make it sound so soothing, like go through, it goes through your veins.
Yeah,
it goes through.
you know, you just
You
some are good at
some
are good at doing it. Some of my tutors, they are very good. You even feel it because they distract you with a lot of things. By the time you know they are done.
Look, there's no injection that can distract me. No.
All right.
Okay, so tetanus.
Why tetanus?
Yeah. So from what we know, some might know.
Right.
They say rusted or rusty metals
Great.
is what would give you tetanus.
Right.
So we want to find out is that the only thing, and what is it? I know it's part of the CKGs.
Yeah. So it's a bacteria.
A CKDs.
Let's start from that. It's a bacteria.
Okay.
Now, tetanus predates civilization. It's been there because it's in soil. It's in fecal matter of animals. It's
tetanus.
It's everywhere. It's Campylobacter tetani. It's everywhere. It's in the soil and everything. So, the first example of a condition where somebody talked about it was somewhere in the 5th century, where Hippocrates was in a boat going somewhere, and then the shipmaster had lockjaw and had the muscle spasms, and he was very and later 6 days later he died. That's the first instance of it where it was written. And then the Bible also in, I think, Matthew chapter 8 verse 6, where they talk about the servant is paralyzed and in a terrible agony, because that's basically how tetanus comes, the pain and then the
paralysis.
Sorry.
Yes. I was taught in medical school.
So those are the two instances where we remember it. But later on, people like Emil von Behring, who was one of the few people to develop the tetanus actin toxin, And then there was a Japanese man, Shiba Saburo Kitasato. Now, he separated it from a human being, the bacteria itself. To tell that, okay, this is something that is causing the condition. Now, the funny thing about these two people, there's so much debate about this when it comes to the Nobel Peace Prize. These two people came together to develop the antitoxin, right? But only one of them got the Nobel Peace Prize.
Why?
Oh.
What was the reason?
It's so much. I don't know.
It's like the telephone too.
Because Emil von Behn was the one who got the.
So is there still?
But the guy who actually separated from a human being, who says this is it, so we can use this to develop the antitoxin, was not recognized. But the guy who developed the antitoxin rather was recognized.
So part of development process was
the
basically
beginning, the
ignored.
basis of it was done by one person who was. They were partners in the whole program. So at least both of them should have shared the Nobel Peace Prize, but only one got it.
Wow.
It happens a lot. He will tell you so
Has
many
it ever been
inventions.
shared though?
Yeah, people share it. Like if two people were the ones who came up with the invention, they get it.
Wow.
So moving forward, the reason why it became so prevalent in our part of the world was we started having maternal tetanus and neonatal tetanus. Now, maternal tetanus is when you get tetanus during pregnancy or after delivering. Then neonatal tetanus is when the child gets it during 28 days of life in pregnancy
From where?
from the mother.
Where did mommy get it?
So now it's because how do you get it? So now the thing how you get it is from syringes, the use of syringes, and also open wounds in soil or surfaces that have like the tetanus, because tetanus will survive heat and sunlight. So it can be on the surface of metals and rust.
So tetanus is not just something that cut you.
No, not just something like that. But
Because
you just
that's been the
misconception.
yes, the misconception was that, but that surface should have tetanus bacteria on it.
For how long?
So is it that bacteria is more prevalent on metals or what?
Because it's in soil, and most of the time rust starts in soil.
Okay.
Rust, because of the moisture nature of most of the metals and things, they are found in soil. Like the nails, you find it in soil, and that's the home of the Campylobacter tetani.
For
It's in
how
soil.
long can it?
It's been there for.
Rust.
I'm trying
On
to. I give it a
metal.
history.
Like
It's been
cockroach.
centuries. Yeah, it can be there.
No,
Or
for
metal.
how
Yeah,
long
it can be there
on
forever.
metal?
What?
Scary you.
But it has to be in contact with soil, right? It can't be on your spoon.
So
When
farmers
like-
can get.
So farmers are very like prone to it. People with open wounds, people who deal with soil a lot. Like you have an open cut on your hand, then you are doing gardening. There's chance that you can transfer into your hand. Now you do get it during childbirth. Under the age of 7, you are given a combination of vaccines that have diphtheria in it. With tetanus is also part of it, given to a child. But it only covers you for up to 10 years. So every 10 years you're supposed to get a booster shot.
Hey,
Eh?
But most of us use our age right now. How many of you guys got it in the last 10 years?
I'm
Nobody
9
did.
years old.
But the
None
only
of
good thing
us.
about it is that the rate of mortality of tetanus infection is 6.9%. It's not that high for it to kill somebody. But
Why is
I'll
it not
let
that high though, please? Does it just vanish in the system?
no, it's just because listen to what you know what tetanus is. That tetanus enters your body, right? It produces an antitoxin in your body, but it doesn't attack just anywhere. It starts attacking your neural network,
Okay.
your nervous system. So it shuts down your nervous system, starts making cause the spasm. So your jaw locks, you can't swallow. That's where the problem starts. Once you can't swallow, you can't eat. Fluids can't go in, so you start having effect on you. Another thing too is that it can be so bad. The spasms can be so bad that you can see somebody lying in bed and the person act backwards.
Oh, you might think he or she's been.
It's like a seizure or something,
No,
like-
like a spiritual
Possessed, yeah, it
yes,
can be. So in the olden times, they used to have that effect where they thought.
Oh,
They'll call an
possession.
exorcist.
But so you have that, and it can be so bad it can cause your bones to break. Can cause cracking in the bones,
What?
your spine.
How
yeah.
how long are we looking at
Oh, for you
for
to
that
get
to
it,
happen?
3 to 21 days.
For the breaking
Yeah,
bones?
yeah. For you to get it from point 1 to point B, you start getting your first 3 to 21 days. So you start getting your fever, you get your cramp up jaw, you have your muscle spasms, you have a headache. Now I have a video of a seaman, a sailor. I think he's the captain of the ship, and he got a cut 7 days before that video was taken, and the doctor was examining him.
Can we watch that?
Yeah, we can watch that. I think we have that video.
Well, okay, because production had been hinting me on the footage that we could watch. So let's put that on the screen if ready, and let's see how that video played out.
Your body spasmed so hard it broke your bones. Tetanus is known as lockjaw, but that's just the beginning. Once inside, the bacteria release a toxin that hijacks your nervous system. Muscles seize hard. Your back arches. Your fists clench. Your jaw locks. You can't swallow. Even light or a whisper triggers agony. And the worst part? You're fully awake, conscious through every second of it. There's no antidote, only machines to keep you breathing and hope you survive. Terrified yet? This horror is real and it's preventable. Check your last tetanus shot. Seriously, this is true medical horror.
You cannot open your mouth, do you?
Yeah.
Can you try to open your mouth?
Yeah. You can tell me.
That is the maximum
Yeah.
of your mouth opening.
Yeah.
Okay. Can
That's
I
why I cannot speak very well.
You cannot speak very well. Okay. Can you try to speak a sentence to us?
Like what?
Like, how is the weather today?
How is the weather today?
Could you try to drink some water for us?
Okay. But restricted
Just a little bit and do it carefully.
because you say just stop.
Yes. If any choking happens, just stop it.
Wow. Doc, tell us what's happening to the man.
So right now, the man is trying. We are trying to. Let's get this. We can't diagnose tetanus. There's no blood test. There's this one to diagnose tetanus. So we use symptoms. So that's what they're using. They're using the symptoms. He can't swallow. He got a cut 10 days ago. It was a 2-centimeter cut on his elbow, which left untreated, left to this. So now he comes in saying that I can't swallow, I can't open my jaw, I can't speak clearly. And you could hear from what he was saying that he couldn't really open his mouth and say. And he's the captain of the ship. And this is a video from the Philippines. So he's a Filipino captain. And he comes in and he says that I can't do this. So the jaw is locked. The neck muscles that helps you, aids you in swallowing, is also stiff. So, and he was giving a straw. Just imagine how bad it is. It's a straw, which is supposed to just suck on and he said he can't go.
Wow. So is this treatable?
Yes, there's treatment for this. So what we start with is that if we need to find out when you last got a tetanus shot. And unfortunately for this man, his last tetanus shot was when he was a baby.
Oh yes.
Which like most Ghanaians. That's why every time you hear somebody like step on a nail, something cuts on, they always say you need a shot.
He took a tetanus.
But how often should we take the shot? Even
10 years.
Every 10 years.
Yes, every 10 years. From the time you took the first one.
Hey, then you own 9 shots.
It's time. And then we did 90.
90. So our thing too is that with the treatment, so we do the treatment based on what we are dealing with. So we start with maybe a muscle relaxant to relax the muscles because you're having muscle by stiffness and all that. Then you have the first video about the horror of this nature is that you are awake in all this.
It doesn't make sense.
It's so painful that you have to be awake, and you can hear people screaming from it.
Gosh.
So you have the person awake, and because the person can't swallow now, the next step is for the person to go on a ventilator for someone to breathe for
How do you scream with your jaw sucked?
Exactly. You hear that sound.
So you can't even let the pain
You
out.
can't let the pain out.
Wow.
These are the few things that we take for granted. The little things.
Yeah.
The scratch in the throat.
Yeah.
They are getting off. A cutlass cuts you, and a farm in some of the
And
trees.
these people you're talking about, is that the 6% you spoke about earlier on?
That's the 6%. No, it's not diagnosed per se. Everybody will be diagnosed, but with
Or
treatment
these
now.
symptoms?
These symptoms, yes.
Okay,
For you to get that far.
What's the progression?
Okay,
Like
okay.
when the nail cuts you this morning.
So you get
when-
fever.
When do you get to this?
You get fever. So 3 days later you have fever.
So this guy,
your
how many
temperature
days
goes
is
up.
it?
This 10 days. Cramp like jaw, yeah, muscle spasm, neck rigidity. So if he continues like this, he doesn't treat it, then we get to like 15th day, he's going to get the arc back, down. He can't move, he can't walk.
Does it kill?
You're on your way to
It's what is it? Is it rigor mortis? What is it?
It's like it feels like rigor mortis, but you are awake. So it stops, it comes and goes. Like paralysis.
Stubborn.
So the worst part about it is that now you can't breathe on your own. Because you know your lungs and everything, your muscles, there are muscles that are moving up and down, your chest muscles, everything. So now you can't. So we have to put you on a ventilator. So the first thing is to give you the tetanus immunoglobulin, which is then we give you a muscle relaxant, so you can be like the benzodiazepam, like diazepam and all that. Then we give you.
I'm mentioning it fast too. I don't understand it too.
So the
They
tetanus
give you a
immunoglobulin.
muscle relaxer.
No, they give you a tetanus immunoglobulin.
Tetanus
to react-
immunoglobulin.
Yeah, which is like anti
Okay.
the tetanus, right?
Yes.
Before
Then-
the muscle relaxer.
Before the muscle relaxant.
Okay.
Then they come down to, if you can't breathe another, they put you on a ventilator, which is they intubate you.
Okay.
Now the worst part about intubation is that when you intubate somebody, the body's reaction to a tube is to start causing spasms.
But
Yeah,
here's
because
the
the gag
person,
reflex.
the person can't.
You can't even do that.
So very uncomfortable.
Yeah, so you have to feed the person through it. You have to like help the person breathe. So recovery will take about months. Can take a month to months, 2-3
Wow.
months for recovery.
Wow.
Because because you are talking about the neural network of the body in relation to muscles, and you know nerves are in your muscles.
How important is it to report first symptoms? And if a first symptom is reported, is there any treatment regimen that makes sure that you don't get to the rest of the
Yeah,
problems?
that's the antivenom. I say antivenom. The tetanus immunoglobulin. That's the tetanus shot they give you.
So I start feeling fever, I come and then you fire me the shot. I'm
Tetanus shot. That's the
sorted.
first thing. So the first thing they need to do is that you need to explain to where the cat is.
Also, the cat is on my leg.
So
Is that time you give
so
me that? I will not reach.
Yeah, we'll give you the shot, but we'll treat the wound too, because there might be probably like there might be
What I'm
probably
asking
more,
is that as I've come with my 5-day-old shot and I'm feeling feverish, and you give me the injection and you treat you.
we'll treat you for the fever too. So we give you analgesics in order to manage the
Has
fever.
that stopped the progression of tetanus,
Yeah, it
or
has.
am I still going to face the?
Oh no, it's not the progression. It slows down the progression. So now your body will start counter.
So
Counter-offensive,
for you
yeah.
to end up with lungs shutting down and arcing back, it means that you've neglected it.
or access to the facility. That's what we have in this country.
So we are safe in Accra.
But it's not everywhere that has the. I realize it's not everywhere that has the tetanus shot.
Let us share some hope this morning. To be awake, and the thing is like you're awake but you are freezing up.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Like, you can't do
Doc.
anything.
Where's the medicine?
So what's that feeling of like being shut in
Why
your
is
body?
it? Is it that it's not available?
Yeah,
Is it hard to get?
It's people don't, you know, that thing where it's like paracetamol, for example. Why is it readily available? Because people buy it often. We are like we use it often, so
Yeah,
then we are
it's
producing
like
more
snake
of it.
venom.
It's like snake venom.
Or walk out organa. Ooh.
You know when a snake bites you, let's just buy it. If a snake bites you, you need to identify the snake. If you have a probability
Before
of
you
catching the snake
prescribe
and bring it to hospital,
anything.
catch it and bring it.
Hey.
Before you are able to
because you
get
need to describe the
medicine.
snake to it. Was it a
Oh,
cobra? Was it a
Mr.
python? Was
Snake,
it
before you end my life, let's go to that.
So what if you don't
When the
find
snake
the
bites
snake
me,
and
you
you're
so
actually
they use a
doing-
generalized antivenom to try and to like try to get, because there are snakes and there are venom, different types of snake.
Yeah.
There are different types of
no,
snake.
we know there are different kinds of snake.
Yeah, so
we're
so
caught in the moment
which one
for
is it
a
a
minute.
green one? Is it a green? Was it silverish? Was it black? Was
Which one was evil?
Pardon?
What?
Was
Eve,
it
the
green?
one Eve,
What?
the one Eve, was with.
that one. Yeah.
Lenny, any tickets?
Violet.
No, I don't know.
The
wish
pink
I
snake.
knew.
For Eve to talk to it, but then was pink.
Multicolored.
Then you have the.
It's like the light is shining on
civilization.
you. That's what I'm just asking.
What?
That's
So
all.
I
You have
am
the
the
civilization
snake.
that want to eat the snake, so
Yeah,
they're also
yeah.
helping.
Wow. So. Wow, dog. This is
So
this is
though
interesting.
that's why they say sex killer, because when it happens in a child, the child will die.
By the time you see all those
By the time you
things,
see all those things,
No, but for adults,
adults
doesn't lead to
recover.
death.
This one adults. This one.
We are used to
but
suffering
here,
financial
adults die a lot
problems.
from it more than children.
adults
Why?
die from
Why?
Yeah,
tetanus.
in Africa, in Ghana,
Negligence.
yeah, negligence. Or like
Negligence.
you say, white. You say what? He's white.
For wait
He's
also.
not white, but he's Asian, right? And supposedly advanced country. He got that point.
Yeah.
Because it's a cut. 2 centimeters. 2 centimeters is not much. It's like a graze. You know. And then we let it be.
Doc,
Because,
why do you think we take symptoms for granted?
Because
Because I've
we-
heard that a lot in these past
yeah,
weeks.
because we don't disinfect wounds. How many people actually have methylated
Good.
spirit iodine in the house to disinfect
good.
wounds?
Doc, that's what I was going to ask. I mean, based on what he just said, you know, when you get injured like a cut, usually we use somebody they will take some nice perfume, maybe Zara perfume, or do take some.
Or sanitizer.
No. Let me mention the brand name. Like, you see some Adidas perfume for them, they spray it inside. Is it that a lot of these bacteria can't stand the alcohol base in it?
So
or what?
yes, the alcohol content of it. But you see, we are talking about alcohol content level. Is it yours 0%? Is it 100%? Is it 90%? Because we know 90% alcohol kills most germs, right? 99.99% alcohol kills germs. That's methylated spirit level, right? But how much of it is in our perfumes?
Another very interesting question to ask with regards to that, I don't know if we can get an answer to this. When I have a cut and you spray alcohol-based perfume on it, it hurts.
It burns.
It burns or it hurts. Yes, it burns. Is it that there's a part of the body that does not like that? You understand what I'm
It's
saying?
nerves. It's nerves. The nerve endings in that wound. You've exposed the nerve endings in that wound, so they don't really like the burning sensation of the alcohol.
Okay. So that's the
Yes,
sting you feel.
that's why even on your hands, when you use this sanitizer that have high content of alcohol, when you use your hand, there's burning, but it's not really because you don't have any
Your
cut. Your skin can
But if you
handle
have a
it.
cut, you don't know
Yes,
about
I
it.
know about
so-
it to show.
yeah.
To show.
I just want to send a message to Barbers.
Oh yeah, Charlie. Charlie, the thing stings. So what they use stinks.
I don't know what the guy. I don't know whether.
And then that is some
he's
have
seen
been
somewhere
spraying it now.
before or-
Those times they used to dab it on the foam or something.
This guy dabs the thing after he knows very well that he's finished cutting me. Then he's cleaning the thing, like, cleaner. Then he look, then he turn his saying add more, and then he can see
So
your eyes
he
are.
cut you.
I give up when the barber bites his own lip. When he's about to shape you, he does.
So, Doc, what about the use of water?
I'm about to suffer.
What about the use of water as a first means to wash me body a cut?
we use sterile water, so you sort of flush the wound. So you wash off like sand, debris, and all these things, but you still need to disinfect the wound. Water is not a substitute for a disinfectant.
Okay.
Let's not get those two. Water is not a substitute. And even the type of water even is part of it. Because it's not just any water. You can't just fetch water from someone because you might actually be introducing more things into the wound. So you still need to disinfect. Unfortunately for us, the whole first aid kit thing that we're taught in school, what it contains and everything, most houses don't have it. Most households don't have it.
We're not taught what it contains. Which school do you go to?
Uh-huh.
When
I
you
was
taught what
in
it
Red
You guys
Cross. I was in Red
you guys
Cross.
have first aid kits in your car. Jason, do you have a first aid kit in your car?
First of all,
EVL is watching.
First of all, I don't,
EVL is
I don't have a car, but the car drive. There's one inside.
The bicycle, my bicycle.
the
So
box.
you have some.
Is the box there or have you put the box?
The
In
box.
my bicycle, I don't
The
have.
box.
How dare you?
These questions are asked.
They go sue you here. I go speak to my people.
I don't have.
I go
don't
speak
have
to
a
my
car
I have one, but I need to just buy a new one. I think it's been in there. I just feel like it's been in there for too
for a
long.
long
Mine-
time.
mine is still there.
Where can I get a first aid kit to buy?
Pharmacies have it.
Yeah.
They have restocked already. But I feel if you have the container, you can just get a list of what you need in it. And
Shout outs to ANC Maxmat. They have some.
Yeah.
And how much am I looking at to
It
buy?
depends on what's in it,
Depends on
the
the size,
size and what's in it, and the type of case you have.
What are the ranges like? Is it a
100
They
10,000
told you,
or
do you
100?
plan
Oh,
on needing
10,000.
this?
No.
No.
10,000.
No. I just said that. I'm just
Why-
Why you
I
go
think-
park for the bus stop and do surgery or what?
Shouldn't
Yes, I'm
it
asking
shouldn't be more
that.
than
10,000, yeah, surgical kits, you know.
Yeah.
shouldn't be
You go
more
park
than
it.
200 or
You go park
250, right?
it.
If
Scaffold.
you go on like extreme cases like that, you know there are nicer ones, the bigger ones that has like
The actual boxes.
That has,
Buy
the
the
actual
pink one.
the
pink-
the
Fun
bad one,
fact. Fun fact.
the
Pink
ba-
plastic.
the pouch
The
one.
size is curated based on the extent of the emergency.
That's
Yes.
what she said.
Do you understand? That's what.
That's what she said.
Okay.
No, I think I get what
Do
you
you understand? Like in a car, no, there's certain things you don't need because there's a limited set of things that could happen
And
in
you
the
know where
car.
to keep it.
So,
The glove compartment is the size they use, right?
in the car, they are not going to add the oxygen mask,
Mask.
and all these things for you because it's an accident you had, Mensa.
So you don't need a defibrillator and all that.
No, exactly.
So the best can do is chest compression.
So don't ask that. What size can you buy?
Look at what
What do
your
you need
car.
for your car?
So
You
if
need
it's home,
gauze, plaster,
if it's home, then you need a
tourniquet,
like if you have
those
kids at
things,
home,
yeah.
you have kids at home, you have people in the house. Even for yourself, it's good to have some of these things because gauze, you have your
I
gauze,
had
you
one
have
that
your
had pliers.
crib bandage,
Pliers.
Yeah, soft rubber pliers for like when things choke you.
and you want to put them out. Yeah.
Splinters, glass.
Even the one that
Me myself, I've not seen some before. so I
Tweezers
was
are also good
preference.
ones to have this one.
In there.
Ah, it's like
Because-
tweezers,
yeah,
not
tweezers,
pliers.
yeah.
It's like, but it's rubber.
Tweezers, so it's like you have a splinter or something, a wood piece, and
Then you
that's
put it
another
out.
thing that
You
can.
put it in hot water.
That's the
you
funny
put it
thing,
on it,
that's one
put
thing
them
that
in
also
hot
introduced
water,
tetanus.
The color go change, then
Splinters.
you take commodity from
Jay.
inside. Yeah.
Wow. Pain is real.
Yeah, you see people and you see people walking
God bless
barefooted
white
in
man.
soil and all that. Like you go to construction sites and listen
White
to
man.
woods with nails sticking out and all that. Most of us are not. If you come to are not up to date to some of our vaccinations and immunization, we are not up to date because we think that since we're giving a child does it,
Yeah.
some of them you
No,
need to actually be getting.
So
boosters.
considering, you see, when you go to South Africa or you go to China or you go to these European countries, the sun is different.
right.
Yes, the sun is different. I don't know which other sun shines there, but it's different. So when you take a picture, you don't need filter. But when you come back home, which I know a lot of people have, we talk about pollution and dust. Now, since you've mentioned that this tetanus, sort of
Is in the soil,
lives in the soil, are we that much at risk with the level of dust and the construction ongoing at the Accra-Winneba Road?
Yes, you are. But they are more prevalent to other like pulmonary conditions, such as lung-related like conditions, respiratory conditions, more so than because you need an open wound.
So how come then this is where the politics comes in, and I just want to divert a little bit from the. So how come that we don't have your institutions wake up to sue construction companies, to sue people who cause dust deliberately because of sue governments and stuff? Like I heard a lady sued a tire company because a tire got burst and took them to court and won the case because she lost her
right?
No, not in Ghana, because she lost her child, God rest his soul. That's how bad. Yes, to an accident. So in such cases, because then it looks like the pollution that we experience here in Ghana is like we take things for granted. That it's just dust. Because maybe like Lenny going to her house, she should go to sue the MP in that area.
But MPs don't do roads.
I'm just saying that whoever is responsible for it, like the Ministry of Roads and Highways and stuff like that. Because
I think what we do wrong in this country, I think, is we don't put in place those notices. Because usually when you're outside in a building, construction, like there'll be dust, they give awareness that this place is a dust, but if you have respiratory, don't pass here or wear nose mask. There are signs. You see helmet, you see when you go, you see like wear boots. There's safety things around. When we are making a road, there's no notice to the people living on that stretch. Nothing is told to anybody. You get up one day and they've started.
Has your industry?
They say construction.
You see, I like the fact that your industry does very well because we are working around the clock. When there was COVID, people were risking their lives and all of those things. But I hardly see the medical fraternity fighting hard on things
because we don't make policies. Unfortunately for us, we are not part of the policy making.
And lobbying is expensive.
We don't lobbying, and everything is expensive. Because if you are lobbying for health related like things that should be done for the public, usually when we only come in when the public rises up. Like, remember the Galamsey thing? It was the public that brought it up. Like media went out. The media network did very well by showcase what is really going on.
So would that be more like public health?
Public health. That's the department. Yeah, that's the department. So if they come up with a thing and they come up with policy and they drive their agenda, that's public health part of health. Their job is to create that. When they do the vaccinations, they do the immunization, they give you the statistics, the numbers. Right?
Because if it's something that is derived from the soil, I'm just asking myself how much are we? And then yes, we did say that it's a very small percentage of people who die from it, but I'm warning the people who
people die.
Yes, at the end of the day, people
and
die
because one death is a big deal. Talking about is global. Our part here to be higher.
Yeah.
Like when you look at you restrict it to your developing world, because there was another video that
so people.
But does it cut across races?
Or is it Tetanus cuts across race. It doesn't care who you are.
Yay.
Just that you see, in somebody's society, there's paved roads and paved concrete, and there will be
let me ask the question,
because, as he said, somebody will be sued for it. Construction is only going on. You have a construction going on, and then
I'm asking not because I'm racist.
You asked in the most racist
form
possible. Think that in the back of it is like, I hope it's not just us.
No, also
yes, Lenny, we'll all die from tetanus if we don't treat ourselves. Yay!
For once, all of us are affected.
For once, we are in this together.
Also because they say that usually with breast cancer and
you have to be
white pus on the breast
ovarian,
Hispanic. You have to be Hispanic and you have to be black.
That's the
stuff like
There's
that.
a difference between
It's more to the black
community
than white.
Yeah.
Right?
breast cancer.
So I'm just it's more prevalent.
Okay, but in parts of the world,
but if
than white women.
One
That's why I asked.
Why they just sit and talk about conditions that are prevalent to blacks and prevalent to white people? Just separate, draw a chart.
no, but still, in South Africa they are white. But if they are in Africa and people are done in Africa,
but you see, the worst thing about what you're just saying is that do you know that if a white person, let's say you have a mixed breed child, like a white person married a black person, and that condition is prevalent in blacks, because you have the genetics of black, you will get it, though your mom is white.
So that means her question was valid.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, it's right.
I'm just explaining
why she asked. You just,
I'm just explaining to Cyril why.
it wasn't like a valid question, but seriously, what makes it look like?
Racist.
No,
just a
I'm not
racist.
Oh, you
racist.
should have just asked that. Please do. Why did boys all die from tetanus? yes, Lenny.
Does it cut across?
Child
Lenny,
killer disease affects white
yes.
people too. We are all in this together.
Because I think for you to die from this, it means that you don't.
Have you
treat-
collected your
you
visa
can't-
already, or is now? So, the tetanus lady is here. Welcome.
Anyway, I mean, Doc, that's a lot to learn, on this. It's quite interesting, some of the points that you shared.
So I think what we should learn from this is the fact that when you have a cat and you know very well that, which I know most of us have not taken a tetanus shot in about like the past 5 years or so, please, the first thing, get to a health facility. Most of these health facilities have the shots. If they don't have it, they know
Is it
to
painful?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's a lot, right? The tetanus injection is a lot.
Charlie.
It's not the small thin one. It's a thick syringe.
Yeah, it's
with a very big pin.
Hey, you
You paid too
remember?
much
Mama?
attention to
Yes.
this thing from
I was
You are
traumatized.
Yeah,
I was traumatized because it was one of just listen, talking about cats. We've had cats as kids.
How do you get a cat?
Trotro.
Oh,
I was just getting down from the trotro on a peaceful journey back home
was it
from
big cat?
Sakmono to Ungwa barrier. No, I go taekwondo
one of the
classes.
risk factors is what
You go
poverty.
No, I go taekwondo classes, and it was very simple. It was a very
And you
short
couldn't
journey.
fight tetanus?
You know, I couldn't fight it. I couldn't fight tetanus. I swear.
With a black belt, you couldn't fight it out.
You couldn't fight tetanus.
I stopped after that. I just give up.
You stopped the taekwondo.
I stopped because I just said to myself, I was going to endure. And I was going to endure that, having to now jump on trotro and be no. I said, it's okay. The game can keep itself. I'll just end it right there. And this goes to all of us. That not necessarily commercial vehicles, but we have to be very careful when we are also boarding certain kind of vehicles to our own
motorbikes.
Yes, it's and some people
No scratch is just a scratch,
argue that transportation system, and that's the only option. But you have a choice because your life matters.
Yeah, what you do after,
Yes.
right? You get a cut, just get it done.
The trotro or the taxi goes. You go and have to go and deal with this, and sometimes some of these drivers don't really care about how they handle and manage their vehicles.
Some of the seats are.
They don't care.
Some of the seats are just.
I think taxi drivers have done well we've moved from the era of you have to use a car in an almost bad state to run as a taxi. We've started
Having
using nice
that's
taxis,
very
and
cool,
I think the same would have to apply to
the boat system,
the buses as well. That we need to move away from using old
rickety
old cars, to start using the right vehicles for these
It's so
commercial.
funny how if you are moving from city to city, the cars are nicer. The vans that carry you from one city to like
Another,
they are
yes,
so nice,
fresh,
but the ones that
run
use a lot
within the city.
Those are the ones with the problem.
It's
Suffering
terrible.
success.
Yeah, it's
what
terrible.
suffering.
They overwork.
Yeah. Anyway, so Doc, that's a lot to learn for today. Thank you so very much. Beyond this, I don't think we can able to ingest any other thing. If the soil itself is bringing us tetanus, then we are in
All
trouble.
this were
But
necessary, natural
yeah.
selection. We can't all be alive always, all the time.
yeah, some have to go.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much, Doc. It's been a great conversation this morning here on Culture
But he
Daily.
knows medically that they know.
Yes.
We say it, but we can't say it like
They
you don't
know.
say it on
When you are losing your
natural
head,
selection.
when you are losing your mind in a, have you ever seen somebody pass in a hospital before? And the
Yes, I
reaction,
have.
they've been trained, they know. Not all will survive.
They say we are robots. We don't feel it. We feel it actually, but we have been trained to move on. But the next patient needs your help.
So I've seen it. too.
My
They
message
say,
to
like,
all
yeah, you-
medical
Hey, so doctors
practitioners
just-
out there is
Yeah,
very
we do.
simple.
We actually
Please,
get sick more than everybody.
when you are going
The thing
to
is,
inject
I mean-
somebody,
do
please
what?
at least with the syringe and whatever it is, please just think about how you show it to the person.
That's
my
what
message.
she said. Yeah.
Yes. On that note, time for us to
What?
wrap it up here on Culture Day. We are back again tomorrow on the Wild Wicked Wednesday of the show. Peace out.